bump.
Good afternoon and welcome to beautiful Valencia, Spain. This is the FIBA Women's EuroBasket Game Day 2 Group B game between Italy and Montenegro. Well, it's been such a joy to be able to have fans in the arena. Not as many as we want. Obviously, we're not allowed but because of the pandemic, but they are allowed 3,000. And certainly those that have come from Montenegro and Italy have had some interesting viewing. Earlier today, Serbia winning big over Greece, 85-51. Now it's time for Italy and Montenegro. If you look at the standings, right now Serbia's win earlier today puts them up at the top of Group B at 2-0. Montenegro, because they won against Greece yesterday, they are in second place at 1-0. And then you've got Greece and Italy. And of course, wow, Italy were terrific yesterday and they lost to Serbia. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Azania Stewart. And Azania, you know, this is a classic case. We're wondering, Italy were excellent yesterday. They didn't win. Are they going to really suffer mentally because of that? Or are they going to come out strong today?
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. This is a tough Montenegro team, you know. But for me, Italy, they should feel disappointed, but there was so much to learn from that game. I felt like their true leader, Zantalazini, she had 8 points, but she did shoot 8 from 31, so not a great clip from the floor, so hopefully she can build on that today. And then their key post players, you know, I like to shout out my post. Jeff, it was Key and Andre with 9 and 6 rebounds, who gave them second opportunities. So they'll definitely need that because they've got a big job with Gatlin down low. But then also your MVP from yesterday.
For this Montenegro team,
yes,
it was
Pasic.
Yeah, Pasic was terrific. Ivana Pasic.
She was unbelievable. She had 16 points and 6 rebounds, 2 assists and 1 block. You were a total fan of her, but 4 out of 5 of their starters had double digits in the scoring. So this team is well-rounded. I thought they played very, very well, and Jovanovic had 18 points doing it all from 3 and putting the ball on the floor. So a very good, solid Montenegro team, as we'll take the break in commentary to listen to both teams' national anthem.
Attention, por favor. Attention, please. Now we listen to the national anthem from Montenegro.
fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia se desta, dell'elmo di Scipio si cinta la testa. Dov'è la vittoria, ne porga la chioma, che schiava di Roma il Dio la creò. Stringiamoci a corte, siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte l'Italia. Stringiamoci a corte, siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte l'Italia chiamò.
Always wonderful to hear the national anthems. Jelena Skarevich shakes hands with Lino Lardo. And also referees today, Özlem Yalman from Turkey, the crew chief, Thomas Biswell from France, and Geert Jacobs from Belgium. And we'll get a look at the starting fives for both teams, starting with Montenegro, who had a few nervous moments against Greece, but they were pretty professional, and when push came to shove at the end, they did what they had to do to get that priceless first win, which we believe is going to get them at least into the qualifying round for the quarterfinals. They're starting five: Azania, Dublovic, Pasic, Bojica Mojovic, Milica Jovanovic, and Markisha Gatling.
Yeah, we didn't even speak about Mojovic. She had some solid minutes, and Dublovic, she's a leader and kind of got a little frustrated, but that's her style. And then here, this lady, she started off very, very well, who was Jovanovic, thank you. She did very, very well. She shot the ball from the three and put the ball on the floor. So a lot of itches on the Montenegro team, and then we'll see the head coach here.
Yeah, Coach Skarevich was the point guard for so long, and it's exciting watching her transition from being the floor general to head coach, and really looks like she can still be the point guard. She doesn't look any different to me.
Yeah, and she felt comfortable. I felt like she called timeouts at the right time yesterday, really led her team, and a real great win for them. And hopefully they can get a second to get on to the next round. And then as we see Italy starting line up.
Yeah, no, Martina Bestagno, Deborah Carangelo, the point guard, Cecilia Zandalasini, Olvis Andre, and Elisa Pena in the starting five today.
Yeah, also solid. She was a superstar right here. You saw step back threes. You saw, that big block, which I said, shout out to my crew upstairs. They put that top five. That was number 2, I think, on the highlights. She has to play very, very well. She didn't shoot well, but she did have 18 points. She was 8 from 31, but she takes a lot of shots for this Italian team. So if I'm Montenegro and I did my scout last night, and you're watching her, you've got to slow her down. You've got to, maybe put a double, I don't know. You're going to be worried, but also she needs her team to step up also. So some good, solid people coming off the bench.
Montenegro have never beaten, as you can see, Italy in the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. And our little fun fact for Italy today: 18 offensive rebounds in the first game, the most in the competition so far, and they lost, which further underlines how disappointed they were not to win, and also indicates that even though Cece, or Cecilia, if you will, or Zandalasini, if you want to call her, shows why maybe she was 8 of 31, but they got rebounds, a lot of her misses. And she was taking a lot of shots, like at the end of the shot clock for Lino Lardo, and I didn't have any issues really with her shot selection.
No, but also, they'll feel disappointed, but like I've said earlier on in this tournament, game yesterday, and you're coming back out to this game is so important for Italy, in my opinion. You win this and you get a chance to go to the next round. You take another L and your chances are very slim. So we're going to see a very action-packed and exciting game, no doubt.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I think I mentioned it yesterday, because if I didn't, I want to put this out there. Italy played, I felt so well yesterday that it was the best performance I'd ever seen from an Italian women's team, and they lost.
Yeah.
And what does that say about Serbia? But I think it bodes well for Italy, but they've got to do it again today.
Correct.
Well, good afternoon. Buenas tardes, everybody. I think we're almost at Buenas tardes. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Spain, and Italy are taking on this Montenegro team that was very impressive yesterday. Both teams, and Bestagno comes right out. Had a lot of space there, and launched and made the three-pointer. So she draws the tough assignment on Gatling, my fellow North Carolinian that plays for this Montenegro team. She hails from Raleigh, North Carolina. Here she is setting the pick. Now she rolls. Dublovic gets inside and falls over. Has the ball taken away by Bestagno. Cheche passes over to Carangelo, back to Andre. Pena, and her attempt is off target. Pasic, who was just so good yesterday, makes the pass to Dublovic, who's having a somewhat of a shaky start, really.
Yeah, just let her nerves ease into the game, but Passage for me was outstanding yesterday. Was just a workhorse for Montenegro, so hopefully she brings that energy today as Dublovic goes to the rim.
Wow, an impressive move, and if she keeps it simple, Dublovic can be a huge factor today. Carangelo gets down to the baseline, brings it back outside. She's open, and she nails it. Italy's second three-pointer.
Well, I like how Italy's come out. They came out with the same energy yesterday, and I like it today.
Mojovic over to Jovanovic. Jovanovic, and Greece didn't see her miss much yesterday in that first half, that's for sure. Carangelo. Oh, opens up, and good recovery from Mojovic, but she picks up the foul. Nevertheless, reaches over and picks her up off the ground.
It's very nice of her.
Good sportsmanship. Yeah, she definitely fouled her. Look at Dublovic making the right decision, pump fake, and had allowed her a step on Andre. So Carangelo is already hit a three, and now she's at the line making the first.
I'm going to say something after she shoots the free throw, okay, Jeff?
Go ahead and say it now.
No.
People can see if she makes it.
No.
Go. Say it.
They shot very well yesterday from the free throw line, and I didn't want to jinx them. The commentators jinxed. So
I see.
That's 2 from 2. That really kept them in the game yesterday. I felt like they shot a great clip from the free throw line. Pressure here.
Pasic up against a tough Zandalicini today. Cheche. Andre on Dublovic. To get it to Gatling. Over to Mojovic, back to Gatling.
Nice little give and go there between Mojovic and Gatlin. She's a tough ask under there. Gatlin's a big body and knows how to use it.
Carangelo over to Bestagno, who's hit a three. Now she puts it on the deck, and she picks up the second foul on Mojovic. So already, Snezhana Alexic has to come in and spell the exciting, very important point guard, Mojovic.
Yeah, that's a tough second foul for her, and Alexic will come in.
Yeah, you could see, again, Mojovic, that give and go that she had with Gatling.
And she played so well yesterday also, so to sit so early, that's probably a nice thing for Italy at this point.
You have had a delayed jinx, by the way, because Bestagno missed her first free throw.
No, she was really good yesterday. Mojovic had 12 points yesterday, by the way. She missed both. Yikes, I won't say anything good anymore.
Italy trying to bring the same intensity they had yesterday, and they do force another turnover on Alexic.
Fantastic defense there by Italy. They double teamed and got the turnover, so here they come.
An offensive foul on Andre.
And there's your girl, Passage, doing the dirty work yet again. She was sensational yesterday, and she's come back out, making a tough play there, putting her body on the line.
I just realized why Martina Bestagno starts. You know why?
Why?
She's the best. Agno. She's the best. I mean, how can you not start somebody whose first name starts with the letter, her last name starts with the letters B-E-S-T?
Here you go, Jeff. We're only a couple minutes in.
So we got a stoppage in play as Yalman clarifies something with
The table.
only she knows what it was, and the table. So big moments here for Snezhana Aleksic, and
then
that foul on Gatling?
Yeah. A push-off maybe. We saw this yesterday actually with some referees. If they're gonna take the physicality out of the game quickly, you have to adjust quickly, because that's Gatling's only first, but still there's a lot left of this game. But Italy is doing a very good job.
Carangelo to Pena. Now she gets it to Andre, and she turns and goes right at Gatling. That's living dangerously, but she was able to bank it in. And a little miscommunication
From Alex.
She's had a very shaky entry to the game, Snezhana Aleksic. This was Andre showing great strength to be able to catch it and take on Gatling the way that she did. Andre not able to make it. Here comes Dublovic. Looks a different player today. Hustles down, banks it in. I don't know, maybe she has heard I definitely criticized her yesterday.
You sure did.
Saying she needed to raise her game if Montenegro were gonna have a chance, and so far she has raised her game.
They must listen to us.
She comes over immediately and gives some good encouragement to Pasic. Watch this, look at Dublovic here. This is where she's intelligent. She doesn't settle for a pull-up jumper, she takes it all the way. Oh boy, Olbis hooping and scooping.
From Andre. I like that. We didn't get to see too many post moves from her, but we definitely saw the rebounding, but that is fantastic from down low by her. And then she guarded Dublovic as she passes it.
Jovanovic gets it to go.
Nice little
What you like about Olbis, one of the other things about Olbis Andre that you like,
yeah.
22 years of age.
Is she?
Can you say big future?
22. Wow.
Andre again. And Dublovic looks over at the referee, thinking they're appealing for a charge, but now the defense. Pasic beats it, passes back outside to Dublovic, and look at her. She's answered the call, folks. The veteran from Montenegro.
That's Gatlin's second, Jeff. And she was toying with that, to be honest. Hey, that's her first, Jeff.
Oh, so they didn't call the first one on her?
No, they didn't. I just looked over the table. They just put number 1 on. What a lucky day for Gatlin.
Double check to see what that call was. Pena rotates it, and Beatrice Atura not able to knock it down. Now Marcation Gatling, and she's got another one coming at the line.
Excellent run from Gatlin, by the way, down the lane. Hopefully we'll see the replay. Look at this, down the play. She posts up heavy, deep. There's nothing you can do about that. And an and one. That's tough. That's a tough arcs to defend that. And hits the free throw, Jeff. Lovely. Old school three-pointer.
Yeah, they called traveling on Alexic. That's what that call was.
Okay, that we thought was a foul.
Yeah, we thought it was a foul on Gatling.
Oh.
Okay, so that explains it.
Okay, great. I'm happy for that. Okay, subs in.
So Bistagno. Andre goes out, and again, Kubai, who was terrific yesterday. I felt like she was overall their best big yesterday in the first half, certainly. Although I thought maybe the most consistent was Keys.
Yes, she did. She had 9 rebounds.
Alexic, her attempt rattles out. Beatrice Atura over on the wing, Pena in the corner. Zandalasini pulls up, gets to the drop. Cheche strikes again.
Sure does. Little mid-range jumper for her. Nothing but net, so she's starting off well.
Dublovic. Pena with the rebound.
5 on 4 here.
And Kubai with a very good rebound. Pena, another miss. Montenegro get it back. Pena goes out, and Francesca Pan comes in. Again, this was Andalasini's jump shot.
Pan gave some solid minutes yesterday also.
Yeah, the 24-year-old from Umana Ryer Venezia. She would have played here in the Euro Cup Women Final against Valencia. So she's familiar with this court. Obviously played yesterday as well. Alexic gets the ball across midcourt. Remember, Mujovic picked up 2 early fouls and went to the bench. Jovanovic loses control.
Not a hot start from her today. But Montenegro is sticking with it. A great start from Italy, but Montenegro is just sticking around. And now Keys is in. She was tough yesterday, wasn't she? I really enjoyed her post-play.
Yes, she was one of the keys. There's no doubt about it. Francesca Pan. And Pasic knocks it out of bounds. So you got 2 serious rebounding players in the game right now, Keys and Kubai for Italy. And then you've got a quick as lightning Atura, Beatrice, and obviously the creative Cheche Zandalasini. Here's Keys. Beatrice Atura, and she rains it in.
Wide open, sets her feet. Perfect little 3-point shot from her.
Great D from Francesca Pan. Good pickup by Kovacevic. Alexic outside. Here she is. She was so good yesterday coming in off the bench. Kovacevic.
2 seconds on the clock.
Gatling. Kubai with the rebound. And the foul on Jovanovic. So Keys, you can see passing to Beatrice Atura, who was true and hit one of Italy's 3 3-pointers. Yeah, 3 of 5 from 3-point range, Italy. Jelena Skerevich calls timeout. 1:37 to go in the first quarter.
There we see 5 turnovers from Montenegro and only 1 from Italy. So Italy is definitely capitalizing over those turnovers. Just listening to Montenegro's timeout. Andre would definitely be probably this highlight here. Nice post moves down there in the paint. Nice little jump shot also. She's been a big factor for Italy early on in this first quarter, Jeff. I'm happy to see a post player with multiple moves in our arsenal.
And the reason why you say that is because you are not a point guard in your playing days, or
in my dreams, maybe.
A shooting guard or a small forward.
I'm a post player,
You're a
baby.
center.
And I like it. 6 points, 3 from 4. As she takes a break for Italy. But the other post, key, an important key to this game, is at the free throw line, and she hits the first.
And the lead goes to 8 points, and Italy's biggest lead of this game is right now 8 points.
I wonder why you picked the number 0 as a jersey. Like, I would love to ask her that. You know, there's you have numbers, you know.
Yeah. Kovacevic gets it in down. So a little bit of a Kovacevic and Gatling both in the game at the same time now with Mijovic. And boy, that was a tough finish.
That was. And they're taking a risk here because she isn't on 2 fouls, but they need her leadership. They need that scoring from her. So she needs to be careful.
Pan. Božica Mijovic goes behind her back. Kovacevic, Beatrice Atura reaches in. And really a player that didn't figure prominently yesterday has come right out. Hit a big 3-pointer, come up with a steal and fast break. And she's asking Coach Lino Lardo just for a break. She's winded, so Romeo is going to get off the bench.
Ooh.
So block called on Kubai.
Pretty sure.
And it was indeed. This was Atura coming up with the steal and going all the way. Beatrice, spelled like Beatrice. And Kovacevic gets it down low. Strong move. I like that. I mean, she's unheralded. She's unheralded, perhaps.
Okay.
And that, I think, possibly makes her even more dangerous.
Yeah, and just puts pressure on Keys there to move her feet and defend.
I said nothing about her free throw shooting, so you can't blame me.
I didn't say anything.
She's 24 years of age. Chinele in the game. She started yesterday, comes in here at the end of the first quarter today. Not much difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Chinele. Mijovic. And good effort with the left hand, but not able to get it there. And she walks off holding her left, what would you describe it as?
Butt cheek.
buttocks. 25-17, Italy on top of Montenegro at the end of the first quarter.
Here's the first quarter stats: 50% shooting from 2 for Italy and 86% for Montenegro. Free throws are pretty good for both teams, being aggressive enough to get to the line. And here will be the first quarter highlights.
And what's going to be your best play?
I don't know.
Pestagno. The Pestagno play. Andre got active. So Pestagno and Andre were very active early.
Yeah, but I'm happy with Italy. They've definitely come out here with the same energy and intensity that they did yesterday. So they've definitely not let that unfortunate loss against Serbia factor or hinder them in any way. So, you know, 25 in a quarter is a nice little number. Montenegro needs to talk and discuss a few things, but
Dublovic had a great start as well. You can see
Dublovic
with that drive.
Well. Here she is.
And again, her second drive.
But also Montenegro is sticking around, but they definitely need Mojovic to be on the floor, in my opinion. Without her, they're a whole different team, but she did go out a little gingerly, holding her hamstring-ish. So, yeah, I'm ready for second quarter action. Jeff, why are you smiling at me?
Hamstring-ish. Folks, get the FIBA Women's EuroBasket app. Load it up.
I have it. Do you?
No comment. Yes, I do.
Do you even have a cell phone?
Yes. Zivkovic checks in. I got my first cell phone, I think I was 30 years old.
Oh, God. Showing your age,
These days,
Jeff.
kids are born and they're handed one. Here's your phone. Come on. Wait, Özlem Yalman is going to restart it. Not sure why. She got a chuckle from Romeo.
You're not saying Romeo's name right, Jeff. It's Romeo.
Is that how you say it, Romeo?
Yeah.
Romeo.
You have to roll the R's every time.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Action back in. Mojic.
Now Pasic. Mojovic has to create a lot, especially at the end of shot clocks. Mojovic drives in and keys, rebounds the miss.
Not sure what that was. But luckily they have the ball out of bounds again as Mojovic does a shoelace real quick. Catch your breath.
Yeah, you know, Montenegro don't want to fall behind
too much
by double digits against Italy. Pan tries to save it, but Pasic was alert to what she was doing. She was ready to make the catch. Gatling back outside to Zivkovic. Oh, the bank is open. A little bit of a wry smile going back, which I don't know if that suggests she was trying to bank it in. Here's Francesca Pan. And a couple of shaky possessions now for Italy. And here comes Zivkovic. And you can see, look at Škerić just almost as if she had the ball, saying, here's what you got to find. Pasic. Oh, unlucky. Rattled out.
That's tough for Pasic there. Italy catches a break. Seven on the clock, Jeff.
Kubai. Chinili takes a crazy, oh! Great effort by Kubai. But Italy really struggling now. 3 consecutive possessions on offense. Kovacevic, her miss goes all the way out to the corner, and Mojovic not able to save it before it goes out of bounds. Montenegro have done well, cutting it back to a cutting back to a 5-point deficit with that three-pointer. Pan and Hubai saves it in bounds to Mojovic, and then Chinelli reaches in and fouls Mojovic.
Number 23, Sabrina Zivilli.
Offense hard to come by right now for Italy. I think they need to just get something either down low, what's been working for them well, or get something to the basket. Either way, here comes Montenegro, Mojovic. Good hands by Keys.
Kubai saves it. Quick pass to Romeo. And Živković reaches in and puts her body on Romeo, and she goes out of bounds. Dragana Živković, 20 years of age. Oh boy, another turnover. And Italy have really struggled at the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, tough turnover here. They're not looking after the ball. And
it's almost as if they're inviting this Montenegro team back into the game.
Right, Passage.
And oh boy, Passage.
And thank goodness for them, Montenegro isn't scoring and capitalizing.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah, good. Okay.
Romeo gets swatted out of bounds by Passage.
Substitution for Montenegro.
Well, even if the shots aren't falling for Passage, you know the defense is going to be steady. And Dublovic has been able to have a good breather. Now the veteran is back in the game. So another weapon offensively. And great defense again. Montenegro and Pan saying, somebody talk, let me know.
I didn't even know, to tell you the truth. I always tell you, Jeff, and I didn't even tell you. That's back-to-back 3 possessions, no scoring for Italy. But
could be 4.
Yeah, could be 4. But Montenegro isn't capitalizing. They're still stuck on 20 also. So just seems to be a game of defensive stops right now. Nobody wants to score.
Živković. This time she didn't need the backboard. And just like that, we've got a 2-point game. Živković, a real spark coming from the bench. Number 8 is proving to be great. Here she is, look. And Lino Lara has seen enough.
Yeah, I think he should have been called that timeout. I think I saw him earlier signal for one and didn't get it. But let's regroup. Let's have a chat over here, because you know they've had back-to-back, maybe 4 possessions here, empty, come up with nothing. So hopefully you can draw up something simple, maybe something inside, which was working for them, into Keys or Andre if you're going to sub her back in. But commence Montenegro's tough defense, but other than that 3-point shot, they haven't capitalized either.
But did you see how much this meant to Mojovic? Her reaction to that 3-pointer?
Yeah.
She went up and gave her teammate a big hug.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed that. Well,
yeah, right there.
Well, we know how big this game is between these 2 teams, as we'll just see a highlight of Italy. with the three-point shot. But this game is crucial for both of these teams, right? There's Serbia, who's a lead front runner, who got their second win today. Greece has got 2 losses, so they're out. So it's between these two teams who gets the second slot.
Yeah, it's I don't know how crucial it will ultimately be to finish second versus third. I guess it depends who your opponent's going to be.
But and also who you cross over with.
That's what I mean, yeah. So it remains to be seen. Romeo steps back. There you go, the 2, but 2 is better than nothing.
Yeah, and that's her go-to move. Through the leg, step back. It's like dagger.
Tarangelo back in the game, and boy, what a block from Kubai on Gatling.
Kubai, fantastic defense down low. That's a large arcs for her. Great defense. Romeo thought about shooting that one again here. Kubai.
Keys.
Not sure I like that shot, Jeff. That's not in her repertoire. I think stay in her lane.
Plays her skill set, and Gatling denied.
Good defense by Romeo there, putting her body on the line. Passage always there, but she gets called for a foul.
Number 11.
Well, Passage isn't going to argue. It was a good attempt to draw the charge. Watch this again. Yeah, she just got in a little late. This is impressive block. Watch Kubai.
Good timing, solid. Give me that. She said.
Oh, tough pass. Can Bestagno pick it up? She does, but not able to save it in bounds.
Another turnover for Italy. Come on, ladies.
It's not been as efficient of a performance here, especially in the second quarter, as what we saw yesterday.
And how long do you leave oh, there she goes. I was going to say, how long do you leave your star on the bench? And he's called her up. She'll be subbing in next.
Dublovic fouled by Kubai. She's called for a push, but it looked like she was looking the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there was definitely contact. Watch this. Oh, no, she did reach in. She got her on the chin.
And Romeo says, please.
I'm not sure you can deny that. Well spotted by the Turkish referee. You don't like me giving credit to the refs, do you? I just call it like I could see it. Dublovic. Tarangelo now, and Italy up 4. And, well, she got a lot of ball, Dublovic. And the issue there, I suggest, is she's reaching from behind, and you're putting yourself in jeopardy of picking up the foul.
Yeah, referee said she just hits her on the elbow here. Let's have a look. Yeah, she swipes down. I'm happy with that. Because you know I'm a ref. Off the court. Jeff, this is 4 seconds. Angelazini flies in the air.
Sandelasini right off the bench. Rested and ready to go. Chite does it again.
Yeah, Italy needed her. She's got well rests over there. Coach can hear me.
She's only got 4 points, so you know that she'll be looking to really start pouring them in here. Dublovic. That was a better move, moving towards the basket. Strong game, hand extended. Her arms extended. Nobody's going to block that from Gatling. Bestagno finds Kubai. Oh, and this time Gatling got some, anything you can do, I can do better.
Right back at her, Jeff, I love it.
Dublovic. Pasic! Can't quite get it to go today, Pasic. Romeo has it stolen by Pasic. That's what I'm talking about. She misses the jumper, but she brings it on defense.
Yeah, Pasic.
You can't take her out of the game.
You can't. She works so hard on both ends of the floor, seeing the ball there.
Jovanovic. Cheche can Zandalicini. No, Bestagno rebounds. She's going to go straight back up. Doesn't get the drop. Bestagno getting in the way of Dublovic. And she gets it to her point guard. She walks towards her former teammate, Skarovic. And look at that. Carangelo almost. Oh no, she does come up with a steal, yeah.
And Montenegro want a timeout to talk about it. Great work there from the Italian defense to get the ball back. Here we'll get to see the block right back at you from Gatlin.
Timeout on the floor. 29-25 Italy. We were so impressed by Italy yesterday, but you know, they're not playing as well as yesterday, but some of that has to do with this team right here, Montenegro, who offensively are doing fine. You know, they're down by just 4 points. If anything, this performance confirms that Montenegro are, you know, not only did they beat Greece yesterday, but
they're a tough team.
You have to take it. You have to take them seriously, no doubt. And boy, how she did so well as Živkovic. She banked this one in, and it could be that she did try to bank that. Look, then from this here, from the corner.
The only person I know that meant to bank shots in is Tim Duncan. It's the only person I know who meant to shoot a bank shot. Jeff.
We used to have a high school, I remember Garinger High in Charlotte, and there was a guy that would bank them in. Dragana Živkovic has those 2 threes. She's got 6 points.
Great minutes from her.
And she's got the look of, can't I go back in? She wants to be back in the game.
Put me in the game, coach. I'm ready. Last minute 40 here in the second quarter.
Carangelo. Cheche Zandalicini. Oh, steps back. Dublovic got up on her. Zandalicini today hasn't taken that many shots.
How many?
2 of 3.
Okay.
That was her first attempt from the arc. So 3 of 4, in fact, or 2 of 4. 0 for 1 from deep. Offensive foul. Pasic.
That's Pasic. Second foul. So Montenegro has 3 players in with 2 fouls. Yeah.
Joanna Pasic out and number 8, Dragana Živkovic in.
She's been a little unlucky today, I think. With that foul, she tried to take the charge. Beatrice Atura.
Wow, the height on that jump shot was incredible. Did you see that, Jeff?
She had a little bit of spring.
She sure did.
Here she goes, Dublovic again. She's been effective. That's her 3rd time where she's been able to drive and get points. Final 18 seconds. Bestagno! Her second 3-pointer.
She's got that in her repertoire. I had no idea. She shot one earlier, but she didn't shoot one yesterday.
Ooh, Cece Zandalicini reaches in and hits Dublovic in the face. Watch this, watch her. She comes up on her. I know, she didn't get her that bad. She went under her face, but she definitely fouled her.
Last 4 seconds here for Montenegro to get a shot.
Italy could foul again if they wanted to. Jovanovic. Well, it was Pasic and Jovanovic that were really doing damage yesterday. They're not pouring in the points today, but nevertheless, Montenegro hanging tough. Pistagno, though, has found the mark, and Italy lead it 34-27.
Well, here's the end of the quarter stats. 40% for Italy from the 2, getting to the free throw line, 75%. Montenegro shooting only 53%, which is all right. And then the rebounding game goes to Italy as Montenegro have a little chat there. And Dublovic with 9 points. Has done very, very well. Andre, for me, early 6 points. I wouldn't mind seeing her back in the game in the second half here, because I thought she was outstanding in that first quarter. She was our highlights as we get to see the first quarter highlights. First half, excuse me.
Yeah, Andre, when she goes to the bench, it seems like Coach Lardo tends to forget her.
Yeah, lets her rot over there.
She needs to sit down closer to him, maybe.
I don't blame you. You ever did that? Just sit close to the coach?
Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Same was with Beatrice Artura. But, yeah, Dublovic. So Pasic yesterday and Jovanovic really helped this team offensively yesterday. Today it's been Dublovic with 9 points. She actually is leading them in scoring. Gatling with 7 and Zivkovic those 2 3-pointers. That's pretty much it for Montenegro.
Yeah.
What's helped Italy is 4 of 9 from deep compared to 3 of 11.
And also what helped Italy is that Montenegro did not capitalize on turning them over.
Yeah.
They had a really stretch there that they weren't taking care of the ball, but Montenegro just couldn't score either. So if I'm both teams, go back into the locker room and just have a chat. Let's take care of the ball. Let's get better shots. Let's go back inside, please. And good first half. I think that lady there, Zantazzini, she will have to light up a little bit more, but solid first half from both teams.
Artura with one of her 3-pointers. Yeah, interesting. So 9 points for Italy off the turnovers of Montenegro, 6 points for Montenegro off the Italy turnovers. Montenegro have been much better in the paint, scoring, but I guess a lot of that is Dublovic scoring on those drives. And Italy have gotten good production once again off the bench. A lot of it, this player right here, Beatrice Artura, who has 7 points.
It's not easy to play a first game of the championship.
Whoa! Oh, nice no-look pass by Julie Alemán to number 23, Geldof, who just checked into the game.
Angelo another three, and Basic with the board. Seems kind of like Italy have run out of ideas a little bit on offense. Basic, and the bump and a three-point play opportunity. Castagno, oh, look at the cutter. She gets swatted by Zandalicini. Brooks, the second time she's had a shot blocked in the last 30 seconds.
She volleyball spotted that, Jeff.
Then she gets it back. Notice the handoff to Bentley. Shot clock winding down. She makes a trap. She gets over the space. She puts it up. Oh! She's made the shot. Lavinia. And it's the backboard. It is heartbreak for Spain. What a shot, Bentley.
chicos, ¿qué tal?
Una pregunta, Sara, lo de la tela,
¿Lo de la?
nos está contando lo del club de estación que se salía en plano y ha hablado Clara con porque tela negra aquí tiene un montón.
Vale, pero el nudo es nuestro.
El nudo es del pabellón. Es de la misma cosa. Pero bueno, el italiano no pasa nada, ha salido todo el rato y porque ahora era un momento de no había traído los jugadores.
Vale, pues sí, vamos a decírselo a alguien de aquí.
Yo estaba aquí, hay kilómetros de tela. Ahí mismo está ahí en el cuarto de que la semana que estaba ahí.
We must to play in offense more fluid. We are slow in offense. We don't share the ball each other with our system. Okay. And in defense we had some mistake. We have to keep one-on-one better and stay close to each other. But maybe we are thinking about yesterday game. We are a little bit tired. But in this moment we have to play tranquil and play our basketball.
Thank you so much, Coach. They've been out-rebounding you and stopping those second point chances from happening. What will you be doing this time to combat that going into the second half?
Well, I think in the middle of the second quarter we show how we need to play defense because we play really great defense as we speak before the game, but then we didn't utilize in offense. You know, we had like easy turnovers, we missed the shots and the layups, but that's normal, it's a competitive game. So I think if we keep the middle of the second quarter defense very good and then just run into the offense and without any pressure to play this game to the end, I think we have a great chance. But also we can't allow them like open shots, like especially like more or less we had a plan for the post players, but more or less then we can't leave the point guards who are great shooters, and few times we left them open, and you know sometimes that kills your defense and spirit. But even for that reason we come back and we show that we can play really good and everything. It's just we need to finish in offense a little better and to take care of the ball.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ma è anche vero che qualche volta chiamano ice, magari attacco subito, questa si apre e su questo passaggio qui questa si butta più dentro e questa viene, giochiamo di là, oppure ribaltiamo e giochiamo motion da questa parte. Perciò abbiamo due possibilità: o cambiamo angolo di blocco o ci apriamo e andiamo dall'altra parte, va bene? sempre ricordatevi, e anche giocare giro e giro basso con gli end off, va bene? Così la muoviamo un po' di più, d'accordo? Ok? Non dimenticatevi maglietta, che c'è anche...
So we heard good remarks from both coaches, and Coach Lino Lardo admitting that, you know, maybe yesterday's defeat is kind of hard to shake off, but he's hoping for a better all performance, overall, you know, better execution on offense, perhaps defensively. He was saying don't get too far away from each other or stay closer. Skarabich, boy, she had a lot to say. And
Sure did. Both good points, but I just think both teams don't need to overthink it here. Just play basketball, play what the other team gives you, play solid, and you'll be victorious. For me, I think obviously they will be tired, but it's only game 2. Maybe pushing down into this tournament, your legs will get super shot. But good recovery, a nice meal here in Valencia. A bit of paella, maybe. Jeff?
I don't know what they're serving them, but they will no doubt be hungry after this. So Cece Zandalasina inbounds the basketball to Carangelo here for Italy at the start of the second half. Panna comes right out and misses, skims one up there.
It's not how you want to start the half, but that's okay. It's a long half of basketball, and especially she'll get another chance to shoot.
Dublovic tries to go strong, but this time not successful against Andre, who runs the court very well, then finds Bestagno wide open. Great play by Andre. She's been so good today.
I like her. I don't know why they don't play her more. They start her and then they sub her. Great defense of Dublovic, runs the floor and passes the ball in the air. I'm a fan. Jeff.
I'm just going to go over to the bench and say, Lino, leave her in.
Or
take her out, but put her back in. And how about Jovanovic? Well, that's a good sign for Montenegro. She just wanted to see the ball go on the bench. So Pena's going to have to watch out. Zandalasini. Andre, another contribution from her.
Travel on Bestagno. Second guessing herself there, I think. Didn't know exactly what she wanted to do. Whoa.
Thank you. Courtside service.
Jeff's just getting a delivery of a coffee. Okay.
Well,
you better bring that energy then, Jeff. Taylor.
It was post-lunch. Jovanovic is, again, looking for some space. And don't be surprised if she launches one here. Mojovic goes in. Great D from Carangelo. 6 on the shot clock. Mojovic crossing herself. She's upset, claiming she got fouled. Dublovic. Cece Zandalasini, guarded closely by Pasic.
That's tough arcs for Passage, but pretty good defense there, as you see Coach saying there was a little chicken elbow there from Zandalasini, but here, look at this. Good defense over the screen and then just puts her arm in.
What'd you call it, a chicken elbow?
Chicken wing, like a get off me, get off me.
Pena turns. Good job, Jovanovic. Pasic, will this finally be it? Nope, still can't get it to go, but a brilliant rebound by Dublovic. Well, I got no complaints with her today, and one. Look, I don't know if you could see it, but she was kicking the ball up with her feet and legs as if she were on the pitch. Dublovic has come to play today. Wow.
Yeah, hopefully we can see that. Really, let's have a look at this. Up and under, gets Andre off of her feet. And a nice little move.
Yeah, this Montenegro team is showing signs of perhaps
well, they're not going away.
Piling on the agony for Italy. Pena's had a rough start shooting-wise. Again, Pasic, good defense. Zandalasini and Jovanovic with the rebound.
Yeah, Italy needs to hit the boards. Maybe have Kian and Andre, nice little steal. Unfortunately out of bounds, but they need second chance shots. They can't just have one shot and be done. They need extra possessions here.
Almost going the other way with Carangelo there. Here's Jovanovic again. Shaken, bacon, bounce pass, and Dublovic just could not quite make the catch.
Yeah,
great
and she
attempt.
screams and she smiles because she knows she would have had that one. That was very, very nice. Unfortunately, off on her foot. Back to Italy's way.
But that's what I love about Skervic. She's like, you know, we're going to make mistakes, but that's basketball. That's
right.
Competitive basketball. Pena again, and fouled, and this time she does get it to drop. Well, good shooters keep putting them up. And all credit to Lardo for sticking with her. So now she has a chance for a big three-point play. And she does indeed get it to drop. You know, she played at, you were speaking about Tim Duncan. Well, that's where she played basketball in college in America, Wake Forest. Pena, Elisa Pena. Not sure if she ever met the big fundamental, but she certainly shows some good fundamentals out here. Here she is playing D. Pasic trying to get it to Gatling. I think Skervic.
Nobody called a timeout, I don't think.
Sorry, I'm substitution from
Yes.
So no timeout, no substitution. Both coaches looked over and like, who called timeout?
Not me. I sure didn't, Jeff, did you?
That was funny.
Substitution, Andre goes out. No real rebounders for Italy right here, especially with Gatlin down there. Need a big body here. Zandalasini with the ball.
But she nearly not shy, and she does get the open three to drop.
I love that. She was on the bench, and here she comes.
That's why it's so frustrating for Montenegro. They get so close, but now Italy have gone down and gone back up by 10. And Cecilia Zandalasini picks up the foul, reaching in.
Only her second, so that's okay. Your favorite player subbing out Passage, but this young lady subbing in had a fair few good points, and she number 8.
Dublovic trying to get in, knife her way past Cinelli, who's holding her ground, traveling.
You know what I'm loving about this referee crew? I can hear them in my mic, in my headphones. They're telling the players, get out, move on, take your hands out. They're directing, especially as a player. You want to hear the referees telling you what to do. Here's the shot.
Three-pointer.
Okay, they're lighting up from the three-point line, but sorry, as I was saying from the referees, it's nice when you can hear them. You know, if you're posting up and you're down low for 3 seconds, hey, 3 seconds, get out. I really appreciate that, and I can definitely hear that from this set of referees today.
That is good. They're going to like hearing you say that.
Pay me later, ref.
13 points is their biggest lead of the game, and Jovanovic, we thought she would heat up eventually. She scored with a drive earlier in the third quarter. She's got 7 now. Oh boy, what a finish from Cece Zandalasini.
Count it, she said. She put the 2 down. Beautiful flying move in the air. Let's have a look at this one. Here she goes. Whoop. Beautiful, lovely move as she shows the 2 and she wants one more. That could be another top 5 highlights again. She had one yesterday, a volleyball spike block that I loved.
Jean Alexis over to Dublovic. She's frustrated because she was open. Oh boy, look at her change direction, Carangelo. Oh, that was a dangerous pass, and Chinili was picked off. Zivkovic, oh, she just led Dublovic a little too much, and Chinili fouls Zivkovic, helps her up.
Substitution for Montenegro, number 13 out.
So they want to take a look, I think, and see if this is unsportsmanlike. So we'll listen in.
I love that they play the Pink Panther music while they go over there and have a look. We'll listen in to the referees.
Anytime situation for upgrade. Look. What do you think?
For them to play the ball who's going in front, underneath. So, necessary contact with that.
Yes. Okay. Let's go. I confirm. Unsportsmanlike foul, yes.
Well, this is going to be well received by Montenegro.
So,
I thought she said it was an unsportsmanlike. She did. I couldn't quite follow that one.
She did because there's nobody lining up.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I thought that's what she said, but I didn't see her put the
And
signal.
she actually has a mic on as well. We're fortunate enough to hear what the referees say in there. She's mic'd up, but the ball don't lie.
Zivkovic was shaken up and stirred.
But they will get the ball back after these 2 free throws also. That's what happens with a unsportsmanlike foul. You get 2 free shots and then you also receive the ball back.
One of the good developments, I think, in basketball over the years, in recent years. Oh, look at Bestagner reach in. Ties up Pasic.
2.7 seconds here, so Montenegro needs to get a shot up. I don't know if they know, they do.
Yeah, they do. She definitely gets the mark on that shot. Dublovic thinking about driving. She wants to. She decides to put it up. Ended up being a good trip down the floor.
Okay, Dublovic, you came here to play and get the dub. She got a big rebound there and decided to take it on herself.
Carangelo. Chinili, that's her second 3 in this quarter.
Substitution for Italy, number 41 out and number 9, Sandra Lassini in.
Dublovic with 14 points now, Jeff.
Yeah, she has definitely raised her game. Beatrice Atura comes up with the and that big steal. Pena had the big three-point play. Italy it's been a little bit more of a struggle today, you feel like, for them in terms of their execution, but they seem to be fighting through it.
Yeah, and still in good shape here.
Mojovic chasing, and I don't know if it was a hand check that they called. Push.
3 personal fouls.
That's now 14 fouls on Montenegro.
Yeah, one more and we'll be over the limit. And there it is. Oh no.
Chinelli. So, you know, you can't fault these referees. I mean, they're calling it both ways. And again,
they sure are. Yeah, Dublovic here, 14 points and 7 rebounds. So definitely, she heard you yesterday, Jeff. She came with her A game and she has the ball here.
And they don't want to take her out right now. She's got 16 points.
And she says a little prayer.
Carangelo. Oh, nice give and go with her teammate, Kubai. You know, her pace, she is so quick.
Lightning quick.
That even though Mojovic might know that it's happening, she just can't keep up with her. And look at Kubai reach in. Great catch by Gatling. Gets it back to Dublovic.
Yeah, unfortunate for Kubai there. Great little assist down low.
Game level picking up a little bit for both teams. The sense of urgency is there from Montenegro. They're really trying to step up. Beatrice Atura, and this time does not get it. Boy, that was an impressive rebound, but Gatling with an outlet pass. She led Zivkovic too much. Look at that. That was magnificent.
Yeah, and she didn't really have much space to catch and shoot that, so she put it high off the glass.
Here's Pan. And Pan gets it to go.
That's a beautiful jump shot there from Pam. I like that. Came off that screen and let that bad boy go. Nice little sub for Italy.
Oh, the bounce pass gets away. Francesca Pan to Cece Zandalicini. Beatrice. And Beatrice Atura misses. Dublovic gets the ball over to Jovanovic. That's unfortunate. That was great work by Dublovic. She's playing very intelligent today.
Yeah, she is.
Zandalicini fouled, and not a good foul because that has put Zandalicini on the line.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Timeout here.
You know, it's little things like this where you just can't afford to make a foul. You got to play D. It's tough with Zandalicini because you know, though, that if you don't guard her, she's going to put it up.
Oh, absolutely. She shoots it from anywhere. She has she's not afraid.
No inhibitions.
No. Yeah, Montenegro shooting 59% from the 2 and 25%. Hopefully they could shoot a few more and get back into this game. They're not too far out with 42 points.
Oh no, they're still in it.
Yeah, Italy's 55, and there's still a full quarter left, and we'll see some highlights.
Sanilli hitting this 3 was big. She hit a couple.
Yeah, she came off the bench too.
Carangelo also playing well, and Sanilli and Atura, that was the second 3 that she hit. So Sanilli.
Yeah, there you see 2 threes, 100%. Nice little stat line for 6 points for her, and 3 rebounds to go with it. Santilacini at the line. Makes the first.
And the second. 15 points. Now in front, the biggest lead of the game.
I would like to see Mojovic kind of get herself going a little bit more here with the ball.
I think that's where the Italy guards have done pretty well. You know, Gatling, very impressive.
Yeah, not much you can do down there by Kuba. It's hard to defend that.
Cecilia wants to hold on to this as long as possible and then bank it in.
Wow.
You know, it's been a struggle for Italy, but all credit to them because I don't think that Montenegro played that badly today.
No, I don't think so either, to be honest.
So Cheche's shot makes it back, takes it back to a 15-point advantage. And Italy, with 10 minutes remaining, should be 59-54.
Here's the end of the quarter.
That's the right score.
Yes, there we go for you, Jeff. 59-44 at the end of this quarter. Both teams getting to the free throw line, and I'm glad for Italy as we'll see the third quarter highlights here. Will be probably, there you go, Andre, nice little pass. Italy is doing very, very well, just executing their plays. I feel like they're sharing the ball, big players and the point guards are getting the ball. Nice little play that we saw. But Montenegro, I mean, they have enough to make a run here. There's still a lot of basketball to be played. 10 full minutes, and you know, a couple of threes, or like they turn them over in the first half. They just have to execute when they do turn over Italy.
I think if Italy are smart.
Yes.
And
well, they don't want another from last night. They don't want another choke where they were up 5-6 points and they let Serbia back. So they can't relax either. They can't let this, you know.
Exactly. If Italy don't relax, it's going to be difficult for Montenegro.
Right.
Just because it's, I mean, they've got a 15-point lead. So that's a lot to overhaul, but certainly even, you know, it's not mission impossible.
Right. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
But it's not. That's the point. Why are they playing this? It's not Mission Impossible. What was Mission Impossible was in game 1 when Greece were down 40 points or 30 points.
Yeah, and they came back within 7, I think.
Speaking of the earlier game today.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. The blowout.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That was Mission Impossible.
Yes. Serbia absolutely put the smack down on Greece. Anyway, last quarter action here with Mojic.
Mojovic has to watch flinging the arms. Živkovic really playing important minutes today. Jovanovic passes outside to Mojovic. Another rebound. They get it to Gatling, who takes the punishment. Good rebound from Kovacevic. Živkovic, yeah, I can hear the ref saying get out as well.
Yeah, you see? Nice.
Three-pointer. That's why you keep working hard.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear the ref though, don't you? Get out, get out, get out. He's telling the post player down low that you are in there for way too long and don't you dare build a house.
The only thing I'm not sure of, which ref was it?
It's this baseline one.
Our Belgian referee.
Yeah.
Okay. Zandalasini.
5 seconds on the clock.
They gotta hurry. Beatrice Atura. She launches up a prayer. Živković goes the other way. Oh, beautiful play. Živković just didn't make the shot. Right decision. Fran, Cheska Pan, and Sinili doing some dirty work, getting the rebounds. Here's Pan again. At least she earns a trip to the line.
I wonder, well, here comes passage, but I wonder how long you, as we see a little highlight here, how long do you leave Doblovic on the bench there with a game like this? You know, she's top scorer for them.
Yeah, I mean, they've started decent.
Yeah.
In this final quarter.
Yeah, but she's got 18.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So she's a scoring machine right now, so I don't know how much longer you would leave her there.
I guess she would take Živković out, is that right? If that were the case?
Yeah, I would.
Or Kovacevic. She's got to hurry. Mojovic, she's not going to get it across. She did not get it across. Great defense by Beatrice Atura.
No, they caught a foul.
Oh, wow.
Jeff.
It looked like they definitely had not crossed. But the foul must have been committed before that, or they didn't see. You got to watch the play and the shot clock.
At the same time, is that possible with you? I'm not sure.
Well,
that's why I'm here, Jeff, to help you.
if you have 3 eyes, it is possible. You have to have surgery. Here we go. Good help, Kovacevic. And Zandalasini has it knocked out of her hands by Mojovic. That's one of those cases where you want to get the ball to your guard. Oh, Mojovic gets poked in the eye. I like Zandalasini getting the hands up.
Personal foul, number 31, Lorena Kubai.
Kubai really popped her in the face.
Kubai hurt her hand, so for sure. Hurt.
Wow, it's going to be a 3-point play. No, it's going to be a charge. Kovacevic. Good try. Good D, though. Let's see again. You liked it?
Yeah, I like it. And I definitely like it when your big post player puts her body on the line to take a charge. You actually hate it when you're the offensive player, but good on her. Putting her body on the line for Italy. I wonder where she learned that.
Well, Andre's in the game, so she hasn't been lost on the bench. So that's good. And Kubai. You haven't seen it so much from Keys today.
No, in the first half, Pam with that nice jump shot.
Still a 14-point lead. Facing, a deficit rather, facing this Montenegro team. A lot of work to do.
A lot of time still, though, Jeff. 7 minutes.
Živković. Kubai fakes the handoff, but she's got to watch her elbows. And Gatlin couldn't have done much more defensively there, staying with Kubai.
Hey, Jukebox, give me a little rundown of Kubai, please. I'm enjoying her play. A charge, and then a nice drive. Jukebox, please.
Gatling has to go out. What information are you looking for?
I would like to see where she plays, how old she is.
Gatling?
Yeah. No. Kubai.
Kubai plays at Georgia Tech.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The Ramblin' Wreck from Georgia Tech in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, I've got an
old
coach Muriel Page out in Georgia Tech. Shout out to her and her lovely little post player here.
A lot of ACC connections in this game. Panna from Wake Forest. Here we go. Here's Kubai. Will she try? No, she's just going to lay it up and in.
Try what? Dunk it?
Yeah, why not? She lays it up impressively.
Yeah, look at this. Great hands by Kubai. Full court layup. Lovely little product there. And just breaks away a little bit further. 65-47, and they want to talk about it. Montenegro.
Biggest lead of the game.
Hey, display 4 down.
Hacia abajo y bien a tu izquierda, vamos a ver.
Fast Božo, Kristina, prođi Bojana, fast povratnik. Nemoj da trebaš loptu. Bojana, fake, Ilice čitaj, da li možeš na fer, fast 2+1. Let's go.
Marcando a tu derecha, premio. Muy bien, Atena. Women's EuroBasket.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a rapper there, sorry.
Well, you're right. They've left Dublovic on the bench now. They're down 18. It's going to take something extraordinary for Montenegro, and right now, Italy's defense is really trying to put this game away. And traveling on Mojovic. Snezhana Aleksic is going to come in for Mojovic.
Substitution for Montenegro. Mojovic out and Aleksic, number 9.
And Skerovic is not going to tolerate the point guard turning the basketball over like that. She knows what it's like.
She does.
Fran Pan outside, and Carangelo, another three-pointer. And boy, I'll tell you what, with less than 6 minutes to go, that, my friend, is what you have to call a dagger to put them up 21 points.
And another steal, long basket.
Oh, wow, Carangelo decides to hold it up. Nope, she gives it back to Andre, who's blocked from behind.
She should have shot that layup.
The FIBA Women's EuroBasket, you got to be ready until you leave. If you check out mentally, it's over. So probably a good timeout because they're down 21.
Yeah. And no doubt, I'm hoping this will be a Colangelo, because she has 14 points and a lovely amount of assists. Here she is. She is a whippet out there. Look at that. Behind the arc. Nothing but net. Really nice movement from her. I've been impressed with her. A new player today. Yesterday we saw it was Sensasini, and today it is this lady here with 13 points, 2 assists, and 4 big rebounds. Out of bounds for Italy. Shot clock winding down. Kick from Morovic, so the clock will restart to 14 seconds.
So Alexic didn't last long in there. She's back on the bench, and Mojovic back in for her.
And still no Dublovic, Jeff.
Beatrice Atura has revealed her value to this team today. In some respects, if you look at Colangelo and Beatrice Atura out on the court right now, they're almost like mirror images of each other.
Yeah, their bun is like leaning to the same direction, dark hair.
Kubai with another board. Typical game for her. Andre as well. Powerful move by Andre. So while it doesn't seem, as if Italy had played as well today in some respects, they're actually winning by 25 points.
Yeah, they've opened
it's
it
incredible.
up now.
So perhaps that's a sign of a really good team. Jovanovic with a 3. The fact that you can fight through, you can grind it out the way they have today.
Yeah, they have. Impressive. I'm really...
More and more, you're liking the Italians.
More and more, I have. As that's a nice one from Andre down there, post to post, love it. But for me, for them answering back, it was a tough loss last night against Serbia, but played fantastic, and they've played the same style, the same way Serbia played today. We saw them solid. I think Italy has done the same, and they've had great contribution as.
Jovanovic is, well...
She's not going out lightly at all, is she?
Yeah, I think she's heating up just a little bit too late, though. 16 points. She only had 2 at halftime. So she had 2 points at halftime, and in the ensuing 17 minutes, she's had 14 points. Not bad. Romeo comes in. Makes her first appearance. De Preto checks into the game as well. I think Lina Lorda is going to be very happy with how the team, after about, I think it's about a minute and a half, 2 minutes into the third quarter, really kind of found itself. And I think it was a Penna 3-point play that really kind of got him going, where she was fouled on the jump shot and then made the free throw.
Yep. Also glad to see Andre a little bit on the floor, a bit longer. Felt like she's given them great minutes today. Great moves, good rebounds, good defense. Tell me her stat line, do we know?
Well, she's got 10 points.
Yeah, what's her rebounding?
1.
Okay, well, maybe good defense then.
To be honest, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I felt like she's had more. Maybe the stat guys.
Yes, kind of confused.
Missing out on some.
Kubai's got 8 rebounds. Romeo. That was Andre trying to tip the ball to her teammate.
It's not a rebound.
Nope.
That surprised me she only has 1. But okay, whatever. Who cares? She's playing well for them. Hey,
they would have given her a rebound if she had called it, though.
Yeah, probably. But look who's back in. With only 2 minutes 45. Ooh.
Dublovic.
Yeah, she's back in with 2 minutes 45.
So what's the point? Why didn't she come in earlier?
I said that. Where is she at 8 minutes 30?
Yeah, you're right.
I did. I remember looking up at the clock and said, hey, where's your best player? And she brings her in 2 minutes 42 when it's a bit too late. And Italy's really put their foot down.
Yep, on their necks.
Yeah, and for me as a player, like, I don't know, if you're one of the starters, and you know, you do need rest and you do need a sub, but you don't need to leave them on the bench for way too long. You know, get cold, your muscles seize up, the knees go. Jeff, you know how those knees are. And it's hard to get going again, especially to get warm, and she's in a rhythm. She had 18 points. So it'll be interesting to see how she gets going here.
Well, I fear it doesn't matter as much down 20 unless they want to obviously make this scoreline more respectable, and also in lieu of potential goal difference. Romeo called for the foul on Dublovic. Yeah, it's a big mystery why she didn't come in earlier, because she wasn't playing badly when she went out.
She didn't play bad at all.
No, she's had a great game.
No, she had a great game. She's been praying to the gods and everything. Little runner down the middle, she said, yes, thank you.
No, seriously, yeah. She's got a great stat line. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists.
And sat her for way too long. But anyway, that's none of our business. We're just here to do our job, and she's doing hers.
Well, you have every right to ask the coach after the game, Scarovich. She was hanging around yesterday after the game. I'm sure we'll be able to find her back in the tunnel.
Yep.
She's got 20 points now, Dublovic. Dublovic again, Andre with her second rebound of the day.
Five on the clock.
Minute and a half remaining. Italy getting set to improve to 1-1. Dublovic. And look at that. You gotta love a reaction after that. She gets it back to a 15-point deficit.
She said, boing, 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 winning.
Look at this.
I think it hit the rim, each side of the rim.
That's when you know you're having a good game,
1,
when this goes in. 2,
3, and in. And that's what I'm saying. Sat her for way too long as she's here. Everything she's doing is right.
De Preto, they're going to count it.
Sure do. Lovely, nice little speed move for De Preto there. Got a running start, Jeff. That's what you need. Here we go. And Gatlin just puts her hands in. Gatlin's fourth.
She had a lot of ball there, but just the reach is what got her in trouble. And it won't matter if she fouls out now. 77-59, and a minute to go in this game. So we're going to have a couple of 1-1 teams in the group. Mojovic, another turnover on the young point guard, or the 25-year-old point guard. That's young to me.
Well, I'm very happy with Italy's performance here today, Jeff. They came out and did their thing out here. Everyone. What? Let me see this.
Were you happy with this? They cleared out a little bit, she says.
I need to see it. Slow-mo. Upstairs, let me see it. But no, sadly that's a turnover, but I felt like they played solid, and they really, that fourth quarter, really stretched this lead out. One to reckon with, Italy. I'm putting them top 6.
Živković.
Did you hear that?
Yep, you're putting them in top 6 to get to the World Cup qualifiers.
I just want to make sure you know I said it here first.
Mojović comes over and fouls Romeo again. 16.6 seconds to go.
I know Romeo personally, so she just lined up for a free throw, and then
they changed the call.
They've changed the call, and she looks at me like, "What in the world?" And I'm agreeing with you there.
I don't understand that either.
Romeo, that is.
Looked like she was Mojović kind of ran into her.
So wait a minute.
Now they're saying the foul's on Andre and not Romeo, so it's moving screen.
Okay. That makes difference in the call. Well, that's why you have 3 referees. They can have a chat about it and get the call how they would like it to be. Last possession here. Mojović. Travel. Unfortunately, that's not how you would like to finish the game.
No, she's turned it over a little bit today, Mojović.
Yeah, tough day at the office for Mojović.
Just 2 points, 5 turnovers, 6 assists. Atura does not get it to go. That was one of the few threes that didn't go for her in Italy today, who had to grind it out, but they did, and they ultimately claim a 77-61 victory over Montenegro. It was more of a must-win for Italy, I think.
I think so,
too. For Montenegro.
Yeah, they had to redeem themselves from last night because, like I said, it was a tough loss for them. They played fantastic for pretty much 37, 38 minutes of the game, so they definitely needed this one to build their confidence back up. But I felt like they played a solid, great game. Dublovic, #1 for Montenegro, fantastic game for her, 23 points, and great as we nod to the referees. Well done, guys. And lovely smiles there from Italy and claps because they deserve it here. The last stats for us will be 49% from the 2 for Italy. Got to the free throw line there. Pretty good shooting team with 15 from 17, shooting 88% from the line. 32 on the rebounds, 15 for assists. Nice little slot. And a great overall performance there. 13, 11, and 10. Andre top scorers there. And I'm happy, and I'm going to say it again. Italy, for me, as we see, the second half highlights are going to be in my top 6, Jeff.
Yeah, no, they're definitely, when you can win like that, when you're not playing at your best against a team that has already won, has some confidence, and is making things very awkward for you. I thought that was a really good win for Italy.
Yeah, and now they've played their 2 hardest games, and they've got Greece.
No disrespect to Greece, but you know, it looks like they might be the weaklings in the group.
Correct.
And for Montenegro, well, they're going to get a real test now going up against Serbia. And you know, if anybody knows Serbia, it's going to be Montenegro. It used to be Serbia and Montenegro as a country. So they will be fully aware of them as players and respectful of what they can do.
Yeah, nice sharing of the ball. Also, Italy emptied out their bench a little. Everyone got to play. Lots of people got themselves going, and that's exactly what you want in this type of tournament. You want to get everyone feeling good, confident, see the ball go through the rim, and get ready. So tomorrow's a rest day for everyone, including ourselves. So Italy and Montenegro will go ahead, head back to the hotel, fuel up, take the day off, maybe get a bit of Valencia sunshine, and get ready for the 3rd and final game in their group stage. As we see some really lovely highlights from Italy. I like their style, Jeff, Italy. I haven't seen much of them play live. I've seen a few clips, but I'm impressed. They've got some good depth on their bench. They've got some nice little post players. Their guards are outstanding, strong, quick. And then obviously you got the superstar in Santassini, who's no doubt.
Yeah, I think comparing this Italy team to the one that played 4 years ago in the Czech Republic anyway, obviously that's a long time. That was a Cecilia Zandalasini team. This is a well-rounded team with plenty of options, and they are certainly in the hunt for a spot on the podium. Today the guards were excellent, and Atura especially, as well as Carangelo. So Serbia and Italy, followed by Montenegro and Greece. There you see it, the standings after game day 2. Italy claiming a 77-61 win over Montenegro. And we got more action coming your way, Group A. And plenty of intrigue with those games. So final score once again from La Fonteta in Valencia, Spain. It's Italy winning 77-61 over Montenegro.